Hi folks, and welcome to DevTrends. Today we're gonna talk about React 16.2, notes from Google Dev Summit 2017, and interesting reference about how really large companies utilize Webpack. And let's start with a new minor release of React. As you know, React recently switched to version 16, which was really major release, introducing new fiber core, reduced bundle size, better error handling, and stuff like portals and fragments. With the release of React 16.2, latter feature is evolved even more. So before React 16 we had to use additional redundant div element or other element which acted like our wrapper of our child elements. So it rendered like this. So you can see our three child elements, but in our root element there is another div acted like container. And after release of React 16, we can use just simple array as our first render argument, and here we can just use all our three child elements without any additional wrapper. So reload, and you can see it's free from them. And another cool feature is that with the release of React 16.2 you can go even further. There is a special element introduced in this version of React called fragment, and now you can just make this fragment element and put our child elements into fragment without any arrays or stuff, and we reload. Commas, reload, and you can see our three child elements here without any additional wrapper, because fragments are not rendered in any elements at all. And if you use latest version of Babel, which is 7, which is currently in beta, you can go even further. There is a new JSX syntax trigger for this fragment stuff, so you can just use this syntax, avoid fragment word, and it will act just as above fragment code. Now about Google Dev Summit 2017. Recently there was a big event for not only those interested in Google products and dev technologies they offer, but also quite interesting for any web developer. It's Google Dev Summit, which was held in San Francisco some time ago and covered many topics from latest web APIs to Google's own solutions and products. Every presentation was recorded, so there are a lot of videos available in Google Chrome developers YouTube channel, actually 10 hours of videos, but fortunately you don't have to watch them all. Dan Fabulik from Redfin did enormous job with watching all the videos and put notes from all of these to concise, too lazy don't read article available on Redfin blog. So a couple of points from the article. First of all, Google facilitates creation of progressive web apps that load fast even of low budget mobile devices in third world countries. This is pretty not trivial task for developers because of how greedy current web frameworks are for resources. Google advises for aiming to match 5-second load time on such devices, but some of modern web apps take same amount of time to load on fast desktop computers with stable connection, and it could take eternity to load on something less reliable. Anyway, if you want a good and short dive to what progressive web app is, check awesome article from Max Bog found in the description below. And for a comprehensive deep dive, head to Google Developers page, the link is there as well. Other notices from Dev Summit are strong recommendation to use web components, either native, which could be harsh experience due to pretty complicated API, or through frameworks built on top of it like Polymer, Svelte, Skate or Stencil. Happy future of advanced browser APIs like Web Payments API, Credential Management API and others, which unfortunately mostly available only in Chrome as for now. Other stuff like DevTools, improvements like CSS Grid Inspector, similar to Firefox 1 and other stuff. Again, for complete notes, check this awesome article. The link to it can be found below. And now let's head to how large companies handle Webpack. Webpack is a must-have tool for modern web development. The amount of work people put into its development is simply incredible. Webpack is used for a variety of projects, starting from small personal blogs to huge web applications powered by top Fortune corporations. One of the most interesting parts of Webpack stats is how it's being used and performed when it has to handle tens of thousands of modules. And the notes of such experience can be found in this issue opened in the Webpack GitHub by Airbnb team. So Airbnb has more than 30,000 modules total in their Webpack builds, uses different tools for caching bundles through builds, but still their development server is started in long 3 minutes. Worth noting that there is no problem with Webpack there, it just has to handle enormous amount of stuff. There is plenty of useful info accumulated in this issue along with possible solutions and other experience. Further Webpack performance optimizations are planned for 4th major release. Here is it, milestone Webpack 4. So we'll see how it's handled for now. That's all for today, folks. All the links will be in the description below. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.